So hello everyone, this is AetherNightmare and welcome back to day 3 of Whirling Waltz for Genshin Impact. Let us continue on with tracking the case as soon as I get my buttons right and begin Whirling Waltz Act 3, the price of every price. Okay, a message arrives at the Palais Mermonia. Seems like it's time to make a move. Let's return and see what Nouvelette is up to then. Or... oh, there you are, you're outside.
Hey everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
Have y'all started preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
But,
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
I mean, it's a
Indeed.
populated place.
Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority. Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
We're totally
I
gonna
noticed a
ruin this
bunch of
venue.
Familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevreuse of the Special Patrol. So I'm feeling optimistic.
We'll trust your instincts, then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
She doesn't want to serve criminals. She wants to be she wants to introduce them to her chopping board. Probably the latter. The chef is feral.
You know what, that might not be such a bad idea.
Ahem.
All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation. But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Is there anything I can do?
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontanian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
Definitely.
Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything. Unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
You're getting involved too, Kanish?
Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
That's the Kanichi we know and love!
The group go on to discuss the specifics of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly, perhaps because Ahau and Cuckoo are present. It's just as well, really. Things could have gotten awkward if Ahau showed up and started cursing out Nouvelette.
Well, that's enough of the small talk.
Dragon versus dragon
The
probably wouldn't go
operation's
well.
scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Especially now that said dragon is technically the Archon.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too! Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
But won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you! It's a very important job.
Alright, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahau's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
Here we go. Act 3 begins. How doth... Oh, anything here? Nope. Heading back over to the event.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day.
Despite my minimal input, thanks surely in part to undercover agents.
Traveler,
What up?
Paimon's getting kinda hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Is that really what's up? The guy with the case, that's gotta be him. Alright, it's business time. You're not the regular chef. I guess you can't be here all the time, but... Have we spiked his tea?
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
Of course she grabs a picture.
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with.
Mora everywhere! And Farina's just here for a good time.
Oh look, a surprise performance! Wow, how lucky we are!
After him!
They turned the whole thing into a distraction. Oh, cheeky mellow scenes.
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
I actually love this comic style, it's really cute.
Quick! Don't let him get away!
Be careful! Amazing!
And even a How is here for the chaos.
Worm, no one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fuck? Ah, you again! You're driving me crazy! Oh, wow, bro!
All right, that's a wrap.
I wouldn't mind them switching to a more 2D style for some of these cutscenes, if it's easier for them to do.
You can't just drag someone around like that. Such blatant disregard for human life. I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you.
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
The whole thing kind of had a Sly Cooper feel to it. Makes me miss that game even more.
All right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me. You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natland too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed! And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
something wrong, Kanich? Gone soft, have we?
I mean, that's kind of a difficult predicament too, because like we plunder ruins for relics and artifacts all the time. It's literally our character sets, and this guy's doing the same thing potentially for his family.
I don't believe a word you say. Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
First of all, are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontanian, if you ask me.
Huh? What kind of logic is that? I can explain. I actually grew up in...
Ian?
I don't want to hear another word. Ahow, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
The moment I've been waiting for.
He's gonna take on his bigger form.
Scumbag!
Oh no, he's gonna take it in tiny dragon
Being a
form.
compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler.
At first I
bet
thought he
you're
was
just
gonna
a
use his bigger
Fontanian
form.
pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that.
I mean, you could tell the one thing maybe from the way they talk, which is funny because most people in Natlan talk more like I do, which is kind of funny. But I suppose you could tell that part, but how do we tell the second part?
Of course, I might be wrong. But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck. Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
I mean, we do get to see Aha's bigger digital form when Kanish uses his ultimate, so I was kind of expecting that instead. Ah, that's right. Are you not voiced either? I thought you were. It's been a while, Mr. Kanish. The Special Patrol will take this criminal off your hands now.
Many thanks.
I thought it was only Charlotte that was unvoiced. I guess I was wrong. I was given false info. Please, I should be the one thanking you for all your help you've given us.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
Why must you always insist on showing me your butthole like a cat? As you wish. My thanks to you and also Mr. Kakuku for show-stopping performances.
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Are you okay, Kanish?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seem a little upset now.
Little Kanich, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kanich, aren't ya? Aw, don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public!
What are you on about?
Bad, Aha. Bad. Yeah, I haven't done Kanish's story yet, but I think from what I've heard that he grew up in a family that might have had things like alcoholism, so maybe it hits him on the money front and lying about it to feel an addiction really hard.
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get. They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune. But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost.
And that's why I play
In the
this game
past,
responsibly.
I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
I guess he was a gambler too. Kanish.
Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. They say that people are shaped by their past. And since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right. We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow. Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook. Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
Baby Ganesh is adorable. I get it.
Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Even if they don't have more 2D animated cutscenes, because they take a lot, I do still like the still image in-betweens as well. They just help to add so much vibrant personality. Oh no, more unvoiced coming in!
Yay! Traveler Kanich, you're back! We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away! She looked pretty pleased with herself.
Well, it did go smoother than we expected her.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh? Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve. Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia. Apparently, the Marisho say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full.
I mean, of all the crises we could have had, though, someone selling an artifact for gambling money, like, hardly is the worst.
Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about, not really our concern.
Judging by how fast the Duke took off, I'd say he was avoiding my camera. But I guess I'm used to that by now.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
It's fine. I got plenty of other great shots back there. More than enough for a front page spread. And on that note, the busy reporter needs to scoot. Those photos won't develop themselves.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon. Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that.
Hope she's voiced next time. You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
Ahal bunked his head and started crying. Ganesh hit his head and started crying. I'll go with Ahal.
What?
Just for the reaction. And because I don't want to throw Ganesh under the bus.
When have I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, ever sunk to such sniveling?
Often, actually.
I mean, he angrily does it, but technically it's sniveling. Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet. At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And, in any case, the court might need me to testify again. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan. So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
There we go. Part 3, the price of every piece. Complete. Does it give us the aftermath now? Or maybe it's only after we do the festival stuff. So I guess we're doing festival stuff. Sweet. Cool. I wonder if more people start to show up.
You've got this park off to a great start, partner. The ball's really starting to roll, huh? I can't wait to see how it'll all turn out. How exciting.
Wait a minute, I see peeps in the background. While they are still available. Woo! Hello, friends!
Earlier on, that lady with the pink hair took a picture of Ahau and Kakuku together.
You sound a little disappointed. Were you hoping to be in it too?
I was at first. But after seeing how awkward Ahau looked, I figured I wouldn't really fit in.
And you didn't think of sharing this any sooner? I'd have cuddled your naked small for the camera! Anything to get out of being in the same frame as that thing!
I wonder why they don't get along.
Really? Well, no worries, you still can. Come here, give us a hug.
I hope your face is ready, because it's about to get flame roasted! I got your back, bro!
The Saurians are fighting.
Kanich, have you thought about maybe ditching that little rascal? Leaving him here for good when you leave?
I have. But given that a Hao's also an old relic, that would probably count as international smuggling. I can't bring myself to knowingly break the law.
Guess we all have our problems in life.
Anyways, there we go for that crew. I wonder if Nuvalet and Risley are also around somewhere. Do you say anything different?
That unique aroma. I wonder how you'll inspire my cooking this time. It's nothing. Just take care not to overwork yourself.
Okay. So not here. I know they sometimes like to go fishing. I'll get back to the main event shortly. I got a secret hunt. I must do it. It's in my bones. Gonna check up here really quick. Anything? Are they working late into the night? No, he's not here. I was kind of hoping to encounter them. But maybe they're not available. Okay, time to begin work on the other thing. Only when service value meets customer expectations will an attraction's revenue be guaranteed. If it falls short of expectations, revenue will suffer. Additionally, the higher the facility level, the greater the customer's expectations and the more challenging achieving the service value becomes. Employees can provide the service value needed for the facility, ensuring stable revenue. However, when it's through hiring, training, or automated salary distribution, costs will be incurred that use up your funds, so careful personal management is required. Be aware that employees who you've hired but haven't assigned duties to yet will still require a salary. Right. Even if they're not working, they still need to get paid. Okay, service value is like barely passing at the moment for the tugboat. For eclectic escapades, but I also have like no money. Not yet unlocked. Do I need to keep replaying these? Is that how I got money last time? I mean, I guess I can fly through some hoops. Adventure coins collected. Just like before. I've accidentally entered first person because the camera got stuck. Or maybe I messed up fund management too. And this is a way to make it so you can't ever slip below the red. If only. Okay, playing again will not give additional rewards. Oh, darn. All of this free money goes towards nothing? But did it count as a business cycle now that I'm 6 out of 9? Time. I wonder if that just resets it. How about this then? Open movie masterpieces. Use a mix of brains and bravery to avoid interference and achieve your objectives. Recreate classic scenes from famous films and play the part of the legendary characters as you balance strategy and strength. That uses 4.
unique aroma. All right then, I'll just go with the flow. It's about time for a fresh new flavor.
Checking the theme dish. The themed restaurant also is a cornerstone of the Chavamin Film Fantasyland operational performance. At certain intervals, the specially invited Master Chef Escoffier will create themed dishes based on the inspiration you give her. This will bestow unique buffs on the operations. All I have is that, so... I guess we're not buffing it yet. What else is there? That's Lupine Pauline. This isn't open yet, whatever it is. I might have to open the new place. It might still technically have me on the rails, since that's the only other thing I can find at the moment. Alright, so unlock facility. Okay, business level 2. Ticket price, go formulate. Some sort of tint. What challenge do you have for me today? In this challenge, you must approach the barrage firing device to destroy it. Use your special ability at the right moment to avoid the barrage more easily and get closer to the target device faster. Using LB and X. I see. Probably gives me a shield. Oh, that would have been the perfect opening. I see where it's pumping them out, though. Follow the pattern. Okay, does this raise and lower? Is that what made it hard? Yes! Which means I have to wait for it to come back up and then dodge. Oh yeah, there's no way. I gotta use my shield when I go across here. Otherwise, I'm never making it in time. Oh, it's a slowdown. We get which time? I'm gonna have to stand on the one platform. Okay. Or really, really, really go for it. Really, really, ow, ow. Only one more. And for this, I can clearly see, wait for it to go. Cross over. Release. Challenge complete? Question mark? Make it a key. To what? Who knows? One can't have too many pretty keys, though. Oops. I think I just threw my chapstick across the room. Adjusted my blanket and it went flying. Okay. Movie masterpieces. I can't upgrade it. What is my staffing situation? Can I hire somebody? Service value +2 for movie masterpieces. It costs 2,000 to start, and also wage. These other ones are gonna have to wait. Anything else for this? Yeah, it doesn't have trade staff. What happens if I don't have enough to pay people? Okay, we got it up to... I gotta save it for now. Business level 2. Now we wait. Line charts on the financial report can keep you informed about recent overall revenue trends. You can observe the proportion of revenue represented by an individual attraction via bar charts. Additionally, the percentages on the sidebar chart will indicate the increase or decrease in revenue for this attraction from the previous cycle to the current one. Okay. Cycle 3. Suddenly, more money. Okay, themed restaurant time. The first time you expand any attraction this cycle, you reduce the cost of upgrading that attraction by 50% one time. Mellow Manor's revenue is increased by 40%. Special Surprise Candy Shell, earn 10% more revenue this cycle. Obtaining this buff will enhance the effect. The next time you obtain this buff, earn 20% more revenue this cycle. Do I have Mellow Manor? Oh no, Mellow Manor is not even unlocked yet, so... First time you expand any attraction. Maybe. So let's unlock that. Let's get them all up and running. To the base level. Unlock facility of fluffy friends. The petting zoo. Okay. Manage Manor. New animal friends are arriving. The Mellow Manor is a leisure spot for which our animal friends may be invited. You receive satisfaction ratings from them based on the layout of their accommodations. The greater the total satisfaction, the higher your revenue. Animal friends who have similar living habits, that is, those of the same species, are suited to living alongside one another. Once you have a certain number of animals of the same species together, satisfaction will greatly increase. There are some animals who love to party, and those will greatly increase satisfaction when placed as neighbors to other animal species. The animals you have invited will stay in the manor. Don't forget to say hello. Are those our usual slime friends? Invite animals. Invitation successful. Okay, we only get... it's Tetris! Click to arrange animal accommodations. Okay. Can I rotate these? Yes, I can. Okay. Special preference effects. Unique life form 0 out of 3, terrestrial 0 out of 3. Oops. No. Enjoys living with pals, some of them raised on a special diet. Boast absurdly robust physiques. Ooh. Will that really be where I want that, though? It'd actually be better to... cancel that? Maybe put this here. Rotate you here. Enjoys living with his pals. Some of them raised on special diet. Robust physiques. Okay, that's easier. I'm guessing you will be more like this, maybe? Oh, but then I won't have enough space for the birds. I either do slimes and I leave 2, or I do finches and I leave 1. Because they won't all fit. There's no way. Is there? High satisfaction. Upgrade facility. Not that, I don't think. I need to hire someone to actually work here. No staff available for assignment. Please recruit more. I'm trying. Marianne, hey, is this my first part-time job and I've never penned a resume? I heard you can just say what I'm good at. I'll cut right to it then. I've heard the attraction involves sailing a boat ferry that goes around. Plus, there are lots of underwater activities. As it happens, I've worked on the ship before. Oh, now I can scroll it. I couldn't do the other ones. Plus, there are lots of underwater activities. As it happens, I've worked on a ship before. Done some work here and there and in the biz too, so if anyone falls overboard, I'll haul them back on. I've also done underwater demolition jobs, so running into any complex terrain, beneath the waves is no challenge. Problem is, I lost all my certificates, so you're gonna have to take my word for all that. Anywho, seeing as I'm perfect for managing this gig, how about raising my starting pay a little to sweeten the deal? Did I confirm it? Did I accidentally say no? I heard the Mellow Manor is an attraction home to animals of all kinds with some specially trained and gentle and unique life forms I'm really interested to see for myself. Here's my wildlife program management permit. Straight from the Mason Garionage, so you know I'm trustworthy. Although I'm not great at dealing with park guests nor having dealt with business matters in ages, I've gotten rusty at bookkeeping, but I'll do my best. Compensation is negotiable. I could survive on salaries so low they would terrify most. Although I did just blow through my funds on a recent venture, the grind must go on. A standard wage would save my life. You have my eternal gratitude. Did I recruit them or not? Okay, apparently I did. But where did the other one go? When I closed out of it, it's like I threw away her resume and I feel bad. Yeah, it only has the one. Weird. Okay. Nope, nope. Add, please. Add, please. Add, please. Assign, thank you. I was trying to train. Train thine staff. Okay, potentially one more wouldn't hurt. What about everything else? Eclectic escapades. Service value is still kind of low. Can't do that. Oh, you went here. That's potentially what happened. Your maritime staff, but why would I put maritime staff? Okay, you're trained as high as it can go already, so that don't. Oh, it says underneath. So now I'm paying somebody who doesn't have a job. Great. I like to excrete. I'm entirely enamored with these exhilarating improvisations. I hope you're working hard. I unquestionably am. I had 2 double espressos before I started work. My motivation and energy levels are through the roof, and I'm totally gonna crash by noon. It's just a shame I won't have enough staff to accompany the guests in their puzzle solving. All we can do is sit by and provide help when necessary. It could be so much more fun. How about you? Oop, nope, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, he takes wage expenditure, estimated per cycle. This is increasing their wages, so I gotta be careful of that. So I'm gonna end this cycle here. Yeah, I could have accidentally. We're naturals when it comes to ranking in the dough. We'll make perfect money-making duo. Okay, themed restaurant. Spend 100% less for the next 5 employee training sessions. Upgrade the same attraction 2 times the cycle. To increase its revenue for the current cycle by 60. Each time you spend funds this cycle, you'll be guaranteed a 15% refund. I might do employee training. Okay. You're maxed. High satisfaction. So let's upgrade you. Training successful. Gotta keep in mind, it's gonna be close to 10K now for their salaries. Okay, 15K if we count you, probably. Mm-hmm. So I'll set those funds aside in my head. And we still have enough to upgrade a facility, though. And we get some sort of cushions, potentially for our teapot. As a result, 30,000, no. How about you? This one takes 15. And 2 points? Don't know if I feel confident until the next day, though. You haven't used action points, so let's keep up the momentum. By making sure none of your action points go to waste, you'll be able to earn more Mura for the park. Not necessarily. I'm paying my employees such a high wage that I can't expand super duper quickly. Actually, what's at the staff center? Okay, it's this. 7 out of 7. Because I gotta keep that in mind. That one was 30K. Although, we have more now. Movie masterpieces. Takes 2. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if I should do a big one first. Escapades. Upgrade facility. Visitor volume increased. We can employ more staff here. Add you. We're at 1,500 currently. $17. 18, 19. It's about 20K. Okay, there goes basically all my money. Again, keep upgrading and expanding the attraction. Okay, I can't even do those yet. Did I technically pick a dish?
Aroma. All right then.
No, I didn't. Revenue increase. Mellow Manners, movie masterpieces. 2 times the cycle, not happening. I don't know if there's anything else I can spend the points on. Like, time-wise. I don't want to be yelled at by Paimon, but by the same time... The small amount of funds. Oh, it converts it into a small amount of funds if I don't use them. That's fine by me. An excellent manager never lets an opportunity slip by. Make the most of all your available action points. It's like they're upset at me, but at the same time I'm like blowing through it super duper fast, so... It's hard to say. estimated awards this cycle. Hmm. About 3 out of 15. Afford the upgrade. Just gotta keep in mind I'm like 40k into Natlan theme zone, Fire Tribute, a scenic area themed after Natlanese landscapes. It adopts the architecture of multiple tribes with bright colors to stir in the spirits of visitors. Let us hire staff. Mellow Manor. Animals gotta eat, and eating means someone's gotta make grub for him. Only right there that there's a chef like yours truly. I'm a dab hand at whipping up all kinds of whimsical dishes, and my mates always tell me there's a good chance they're better off as animal feed. Apparently you're not as much as a dab hand as you think. So that's exactly what this captain's gonna do. At ease, kiddo, I'll make sure to only pick the finest ingredients. After all, our animal friends deserve healthy, hearty meals, wouldn't you say? Okay, what was this again? Oh, it was the center. Let's also not forget Mellow Manor's revenue increased by 40. Spend 30% at the Lent next time you upgrade an attraction. Let's just pretend that wasn't a thing that happened.
Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and mouth.
Manage. Anybody else? Invite animals. My dissatisfaction with animals already seems really high. And I haven't unlocked more slots. High satisfaction. High ticket sales.
I need to tighten up that part.
They keep getting mad at me, but my bar keeps going up. First time you expand any attraction this cycle, reduce the cost by 50%. Sometimes I prefer to go for just increased revenue later, just because it's easier for my brain. How much is you? Expansion cost only is like 8 for time. Should probably do movie first. Yeah. Cost another 30, and then 3 for time. Hire another dude. Where's the resumes? Uncle Shmitar. Uncle Thord. Hey there, I'm an action movie actor. I'm here on my director's invitation, and I brought my brothers and sisters along to have fun. This place looks great. Novel scenery, great views, and welcoming guests. But it just doesn't feel right to have fun all the time, so I figured I gotta do some work. Don't let the mercenary label fool you, or our clients demand protocol, poise, and polished demeanor. We mastered them all, right down to our eye movements. Bottom line, I'm fit for most roles you got, so hire away. Okay. Really? Mellow Manor is like the lowest one at the moment? Maybe because I technically leveled up the other ones. He doesn't need any training. Okay. How much does it cost to expand? More than I've got. They all take time now. Cycle 8.
That unique aroma. Alright then.
We got movie masterpieces revenue. Each time you spend funds this cycle, you'll be guaranteed to receive a 15% refund. Crispy Wispy Croissant. Eclectic Escapades increases. Movie masterpieces is really high at the moment. It's the Animal Farm that's kind of lagging behind. Okay. Ticket price, max service value, 90. Enclosure space is now 5x4. It's still high satisfaction though. I probably need more stuff. Okay, let's bring you on. I thought you already were, so I was technically paying you while you weren't working. Oops. Okay, manage the manor. New animal friends are arriving! I see. Oh, I have to draw in order to get animals? Invite one time, invite 5 times. I wonder if it gets me the tickets. They like being next to each other, but also... I could... Bird over. Bird over again. How's that? Still kind of low. Not gonna lie. We have enough to upgrade again. Oh, that's what those are. They're tickets for more animals. A lot of time for this cycle. Boink. %, more revenue this cycle in general. Obtaining this buff again will enhance this effect the next time you obtain it. Earn 20% more. Upgrade the same attraction 2 times. I don't know. Will I be able to do that? Maybe, since one only seems to take time. I'll probably do movie masterpieces twice. Okay, go formulate. Thou shalt minigame. It loaded me into the wrong area, I think, at first. Did it? Maybe not. Maybe I gotta go through the water first. Use the special ability to slow down time in the scene. That way it'll be easier to hit the weak spots of the fast-moving seagrass. I see for those. I wonder if I have to, or if it's possible to get them. Yeah, I probably have to. Immediately misses. Do I have to get them both at the same time? Okay, got one. Oops. I don't like this. Oh wait, I don't have this. That's why. I'm like, why am I hitting it with just the whip? even though I very clearly had. That. Because it's showing me left trigger next to the witch time. Which I just did again. There! Again, it's also kind of slightly not responding again. You can probably hear me clicking it and like the game not doing anything at all. Anything here for me to collect again? Okay, puzzles. Use the special ability to slow down time on the screen. That would be easier to hit gauntlet targets that move along the conveyor belt. Hit targets? What targets? These? This one. Round completed. Entering next round. Probably don't technically need the speed up for this one yet. Or slow down, excuse me. Yeah, you could have done that one without it. You have successfully formulated ideas. Okay, 80,000. Said I was gonna do two. Metal Manor. Click escapades. 30% time less the next time you upgrade an attraction. But increasing revenue is technically still more. I think Mellow Manor is giving like the least revenue though, so. If there's other ones with the same criteria, I'll probably go for those first. Same rewards. It didn't go to plan. Remember to always do these with tall characters. A little bit of height above and below can make all the difference. I'm swimming. I am swimming in the air. Flying Kingdom Hearts style. Nope. Dang it. Went to collect the thing, only to realize the thing wasn't collectible. No! I missed one somehow. Okay, we got more than enough. Max service value greatly increased. Okay. We still can't add any stuff yet. Second 11. Business level 6. Upgrade the theme dishes at the theme restaurant. Max facility increased to 10. Rewards. Friendly encounters. How would we get by without a little help from our friends? Spend action points completing special friendly encounters, and the corresponding companion will arrive at the Fantasyland and lend you their aid. Some of these friends can serve as consultants for attractions, increasing the income of said attraction. Others can set up special booths and take part in the operation itself. Likewise, they will help bring in additional income. So, Varessa's locked. Reach level 6 with movie masterpieces. Okay, it's basically telling me do that first. Okay, upgrade. Level 5. It's gonna hurt, but level 6. Do I need any more stuff? No. Okay, friendly encounters. Varessa. Unlock the resume list refresh function at the staff center. Oh. Oh, that's a bonus you get. Okay. Begin encounter. She's in here somewhere. I shall find her. And I shall set it to daytime for better lighting for the cutscenes.
Whoa, is that our hero, the Traveler? And Paimon, too! Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Mrs. Coiffier already told me you were the big boss here. But when I saw you just now, I forgot myself for a moment.
I'm just an operations staff member.
Tactically speaking, the Cheval Moran film
Even though I do
Fantasyland
everything.
doesn't even have a boss, does it?
Kind of reminds me of that one scene in the Marvel movie. Oh no, I'm not the boss. I just design everything and pay for everything and...
Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to make it as successful as possible, and then we all share the profits? But, wait a sec. Why are you here, Varessa?
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand. Not long ago, Mrs. Coiffier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does. In her letter, she mentioned that showcasing my orchard's products at the festival would boost sales and help build my brand recognition. After talking it through with my parents, I decided to give it a shot. Now that I'm done with the restaurant's ingredient order, I plan to sell the rest of my fruit directly to guests to help quench their thirst, of course.
The thought of enjoying fresh fruit from Natland here in Fontaine does sound pretty appealing. But With this many customers, wouldn't it be exhausting to watch the stall all day?
Huh? Am I supposed to be watching the stall the whole time? There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? I heard some of the challenges are based on famous films. Some of those films have even been adapted into great comics. I'd love to go give it a try.
So, you're not doing any business at all?
Back in the Collective of Plenty, I'd just set up a sign with the fruit prices, place a weighing scale and a coin jar to one side, then let people pay on their own. When closing time came around, I'd wake up and check the accounts. Not a single Mora's ever gone missing.
You've got a lot of trust in people.
To be fair, that does sound nice. People in the Collective of Plenty are a law-abiding bunch. No one would even think about taking something without paying. Makes sense that tending your stall wouldn't take too much effort.
I see people do this in Japan all the time with like little farmers markets that they host out of like little foot lockers because they know that people will properly pay and nobody actually steals the vegetables. We used to do stuff like this around here too, but unfortunately people steal everything now. It's a different time.
Fontanian customers are no doubt trustworthy too, but let's just say they're not used to self-service shopping. Plus, if you just leave the stall unattended as a Natlanese merchant, people here might think you're gone for good.
In that case, I'd better start acting the part. But I'll need to buy some things in the city before I officially open for business. I promised to bring back some Fontanian clockwork mecha for Kochi-an-san. Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of movie masterpieces. After that, I should be able to focus on my business without getting distracted.
We'll go with you. We're a talented pair of choppers.
We might not be locals, but we've explored Fontaine quite a bit. We know our way around pretty well.
Can she buy a
In
mecha
that
though?
case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin jar set up. I get to go shopping with the Traveler! Nice.
Okay, friendly encounter completed. Unlock the resume list refresh function at the staff center. So maybe we can get better picks or something? Or maybe we get, yeah, just new people in general. Since before. I don't know if I like this sound. Every time I switch, there's this one little high-pitched note in there. Like a little click. Not that I can even use it yet anyways. How many do I have? 8 out of 14. And I have a lot of money. That takes 12. Okay, never mind. How about you, animals? Great facility by 1. How about you? You also take 4. Can I see her around here? Or because it's complete, she's no longer around. She might not be around much longer. Okay, optimal efficiency. I don't know how long this will take, so if I should keep this in one video or if I should split the parts. I don't know. Seeing as I've already really gotten started since the last part was only 20 minutes. Upgrade the same attraction 2 times this cycle if you complete one friendly encounter in this cycle. Or revenue increased by 80. Let me see what the friendly encounters are. Level 8 with escapades. Wait, is there gonna be more? I'm confused. Oh, fresh fruits from afar part 2. For taking charge of her fruit stand, she needs to complete a task. Okay, so there is gonna be a lot more. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will split the parts, I don't know. It's kind of an oomph. Because this could end up going on for like 4-ish hours? I don't know. Not see anybody else here either. I know there's supposed to be eventually an after story. Performance reward. Oh, I can get a ton of stuff. Get the composite bow tuning kit, specialized refinement material for the sequence of solitude. In legends of old, the Marechaussee hunter who stole from the rich and gave to the poor was Walter, also known as both a master of tricks and an executioner, who leveraged precision engineering devices to augment his archery. That looks like a bullet, though. Well, there are some tops that can go on top. Different arrowheads, I guess. It said that his strategy minimized physical strain on the wielder, enabling Walter to strike down hordes of pursuing villains and fiends with ruthless efficiency. This quality was only further exaggerated in fantastical filming retellings, birthing the trope of mechanically enhanced warriors. Meanwhile, this composite hunter's bow, designed to push the limits of long-range stealth shooting, demands repeated calibration and fine-tuning to achieve peak performance. Yeah, but compared to the actual bows themselves that you had to take care of in string, a composite bow is so much easier on the body. Okay. So, for now, this is still probably going to be where I'm going to end up splitting the parts, because like I said, shorter stuff just does better. And then the next part can just be one heck of a rush into the final stretch, since I'm guessing Whirling Waltz Epilogue doesn't really happen until I get the amusement park done. So this is a good leaving off point. So thank you so much to everyone who has joined. Like and subscribe if you want to see more Genshin Impact, and I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye bye!